They're still not going away. Okay, we passed your complete streets policy, but we still don't have a bicycle and pedestrian plan in our master plan.
So let's get a bike and ped plan in the master plan.
Okay, we'll tell the planning board they should work on that.
We want a bike lane. Where is the bike ped plan?
Yeah, team planner, where's the bike ped plan?
On the desk, waiting for your approval.
Okay, we'll adopt the bike ped plan into the master plan, which is actually not done by the elected officials, it's done by the members of the planning board, but they're officials, just the same.
All right, so the next year,
We still want a bike lane.
You approved your complete streets policy and adopted your bike lane plan into the master plan, but there's no specific plan for a specific bike lane.
So you're saying get a specific plan for the bike lane?
Yes,
Okay.
and then we'll need a grant to build it.
team planner. So next year,
We want a bike lane.
Well, meanwhile, I'd have to have run for election again and win to be part of this process. It's taking so long. The specific plan is done, but we need a health impact assessment.
Okay, so let's get a health impact assessment.
Okay, team public health, prepare a health impact assessment.
It's on your desk, waiting for approval.
Okay, we'll approve that.
Fingers sketch, we
So the
still
next
need a
year-
health impact assessment.
Okay, we want a bike lane.
We passed your complete streets policy, adopted the bike ped plan into the master plan, got a specific bike ped plan, did the health impact assessment, but it's not engineered yet.
Budget for the engineering then.
All right, team engineering, prepare the engineering drawings.
Where is the engineering?
Here's the engineering drawings.
On your desk, waiting for approval?
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Those plans didn't meet engineering standards.
It doesn't?
No. What your planner came up with, we can't build, we're gonna have to fix it.
Well, come up with something that meets the standards.
Okay, great.
Okay, we want a bike lane. Okay, we want it now.
All right.
On your
On your
desk,
desk,
waiting for approval.
All right, we'll approve that.
next year,
We want a bike lane.
We adopted your complete streets policy, put your bicycle and pedestrian plan into the master plan, did a bike lane plan, did a health impact assessment and engineering drawings, but there's no budget for construction. We need a grant.
Get an infrastructure grant.
All right, with your help, we'll get a grant for construction, put it out to bid, and do the construction.
next year,
Look at the
Great bike lane we built.
okay, so Mike is going to explain the Middlesex Greenway story, because I know that sounded like a lot, but in fact, real life, maybe even longer.
Okay, so how many people in the room have actually gone for a walk or gone for a ride out on Middlesex Green? Any guesses how long that took? Forever. That was a cute answer. Give me some. I'm an engineer. Come on, be specific. Really, around. So I talked to Bob Tatich and Walter Stokel, and I had our firm, NV5, we had a small role, but I've got the history of Middlesex Green. It's a 3-mile long trail on a rail line. Simplest thing in the world, right? Well, here's the 1-minute history of Middlesex Green. Okay, so from 1875 until 1991, it was a rail line. Okay, 91, Mayor John Willey, he proposed turning it into a greenway. 1991, that's really when that clock started ticking. It was also about the same year East Coast Greenway idea was birthed. Middlesex Greenway Coalition started, and residents started promoting. Okay, fast forward to 2002. Then they got to transfer the railroad property to Middlesex County. Anybody here from Middlesex County? Hey, Steph, okay? Awesome, they got it. They got the property. Ready to go, right? Well, 03, Middlesex Greenway was the 12,000th mile of rail trail built in the U.S. Hooray! It actually happened. That was only from 91 to 03. But then, 2010, environmental cleanup, restoration. 2012, that's when construction actually started on Middlesex Greenway, not just rail trails anywhere. Dedicated on Saturday, September 15th, 2012. So done, built, open. And what's happened since then? Middlesex Greenway, to me, it's a success story. They've really done a great job with it. They're activating. It's not just build it and know they will come. And they do walk with a doctor. And the doctors are handing out prescriptions saying, okay, here, you need to exercise more and you want to chat? Okay, I'm not doing just office hours. Come for a walk. We'll talk. We'll talk while you're out there. Anybody do that? I've seen it advertised. I haven't taken advantage of it. It's not around the corner for me. They're continuing to expand. They're expanding their ADA-compatible porous paving parking lot. They're getting some grants, and they're looking at doing extensions in each direction, towards the Dismal Swamp and towards Perth Amboy. So keep your eye on Middlesex Greenway. It's going to continue to evolve. Beautiful facility, really an example of what can get done when this group, this effective group, works together and is persistent. Bill Feldman would often say, we can get great things done. It just takes persistence. And while that's a 20-year kind of time frame, I don't try to be sarcastic all the time. 20 years is kind of average for a lot of these, and I think we can do better. And the fact that these groups keep coming together year after year for the Bike Walk Summit and gain inspiration and insight, things like the Greenway Guide, Complete Streets Model Policies, we can make these things happen in less than 20 years. So we don't need a man with a referee shirt and whistle saying, keeping track, but we can really all work together and get things done real quick. 1 minute, right?
Okay. Thank you, Mike. And I didn't hear anybody hit bingo.
No.
No, not yet. So obviously we're gonna hit bingo sometime during the Q&A. So keep your ears open.
Oh wait, we got bingo.
All right.
Stand up, local aid.
Bingo, oh, bingo, bingo.
Was that about circulation elements? Was that about zoning, ordinance, engineering standards, NIMBY, green streets?
I don't know that I can quite get.
Oh, we were
that
talking
far.
safe routes to school.
Dan, that was you?
Come on, work with me, people. Bikeway grants?
Keep on going. Okay, so, of course, the real issue is not that we're all here doing steel cage match, but in fact, we all win when we all work together, right? And each one of us actually, as you've seen, even in the introductions, acts as advocate, activist, sometimes even an engineer. I have to confess to having suggested engineering things to people. Can't sign off though, not officially. Okay, so really though, the round 4, what would you guys like to hear from this distinguished group? Questions?
What are some of the things, I guess there's not really any, of project sometimes, I'm an engineer, sometimes it gets to a certain point, we meet with the public and the business community says, this is bad for business. What are some of the arguments to have in your pocket, kind of ready to go, I guess, to educate them on a project they might not like?
In Asbury Park, we have had that pushback a lot, especially with our Main Street project, which it was met initially with some doubt by the business community. Some were signed on, but there were quite a few who said, what's going to happen if drivers can't get here easily with this crazy bike lane road diet you're planning? You know, it's going to be Carmageddon, we're not going to have enough parking, delivery trucks aren't going to be able to park. Right now, we pretty much have everyone signed on now that they realize that the bike lane and road diet are not really causing Carmageddon at all. In fact, traffic is moving much more smoothly, and it has not adversely affected businesses. I think the best way of describing it is that you can't look around, you can't shop driving 35, 40 miles an hour. Any speed limit, pretty much any